So is this public land around here?
This is Superior National Forest land.
Oh, cool. But we don't need, oh, that's great. So there's no cabins or nothing on here?
Well, there are cabins on here.
Okay.
One arm has a few cabins, but most of it is cabinless.
Yeah,
There are a couple of...
almost unbelievable. Thank God for whoever decided to come up with National Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was Teddy Roosevelt, wasn't it?
Well, he's the one that came up with the national parks.
Yeah.
Down this end of the lake, of course, you still get some traffic noise.
Yeah, you're close enough to the highway,
but further out, you get away from that a little bit.
And I'm assuming there's no camping allowed.
There are a couple of campsites down here.
Oh, that you can, okay.
Yep, just free for the
taking. You have to
taking.
apply for just like everything else?
Nope. You just go out there, and if it's open, it's yours.
Oh, cool. Wow, that's good.
There's a few lakes around here that are like that are outside the boundary waters, but in the Superior National Forest, and they have official campsites. And
that would be just perfect.
Yep.
6 miles from home.
6 miles from home. And people ask me why I'm moving to Ely.
If you can find this somewhere close to Rochester, let me know.
You know, Dan keeps shouting from his place he can get to a lake called South Farm.
Okay.
And it's right on the edge of the boundary waters, and it's away from roads and all the rest of it. And, you know, I told him about this lake. And he says, well, you know, when I'm out there paddling, I'd like to be out where I'm not hearing road noise and everything else. I looked at him, I said, you know, compared to what I've been used to on Chester Woods Lake, this is heaven. I can put up with a little bit of road noise.
They make earplugs.
Yeah.
So. I agree. Well,
it's all relative.
Some of the videos he's out there away from.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I see.
I mean, if I had my druthers, yeah, I'd rather not have the road noise, but a little bit now and then isn't gonna kill me either. So,
no.
And like you said, 6 miles from home, and just as clear as any boundary waters lake.
Yeah.
Once in a while, you have a fishing boat out here, but of course it's not fishing season.
They can't have motors, though.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they're allowed to have motors out here.
I'm hoping there's a size.
I'm not sure if there's a limit or not. Since it's outside the boundary waters, I don't know.
25 mile an hour limitation on them, or 25 horsepower.
But I mean, it's always just fishing boats. So all they're doing is getting out to their hole and or going back, and otherwise they're sitting out here quiet. So.
Yep.
And actually, the most I've ever seen out here is 2 boats at a time. So, of course, I haven't been out here on a weekend in the summer either. So,
that's why we come this time of year.
That's right. And never do anything on a weekend.
No. Good days for yard work.
Yep, exactly. Yard work and housework.
Cool.
Nice here out of the wind.
Yeah, I figured the shoreline here would be.
Mm-hmm.
The glare of the water is a little much.
Yeah, I should have worn my sunglasses. I meant to. doing there, Sam? Yeah, just up here, around the other side of these trees here, is the mouth to one of the bays. But that's the bay that all the houses are down.
Over that way or over to the right?
To the right.
Oh, okay.
And there's not a lot of houses, but there's houses. Get rid of it. See, that's one of the campsites right there.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Is that fire break in the bivvy?
Yep.
Guess I got enough stuff. I can come up there and stay. Oh yeah, that's a nice.
It's a real long bay. Don't think we'll go down there today just because.
No, that's fine.
If it wasn't for the traffic noise, you'd think you're in the middle of the Boundary Waters, wouldn't you?
It ain't that bad. There, get out the sun. Call my wife and say, Larry just found me a place to buy up here. You want to come on up? I'll give her a call. You want to come on up and take a look at it? And she knows. She reads the book. No matter how good I try and make it sound.
She'll say,
You liar.
she'll say, you want to come down and get a divorce?
Well, good. You can stay up there then.
Well, hello everybody. This is Larry Ricker, aka Nibby Mox. I'm out paddling with my good friend Jim Dodd out here on Johnson Lake, which is just outside of Ely, about 6 miles from my new house. And today is May the 5th. And what is this, my 4th paddle of the year and Sam's 2nd. And just showing Jim my new favorite lake, my local lake. I guess my new local lake. Anyway, it's only about 50 degrees out here, and we do have a north wind, so it's a little bit on the chilly side, but hey, there's another chance to get out on the water and have some fun. Now, yeah, there you go, Sam. As I mentioned, I have Sam with me. It's his 2nd time in a boat this year. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to report about Sam. These last 6 to 9 months, he's been losing a lot of weight, losing a lot of stamina, and just having not being as healthy as he was, not being as active as he was. And so we took him into the vet. I called the vet and I told him what was going on. And then I took him in to see the vet last Wednesday. They did some blood tests and they did some x-rays. A lot of his numbers on the blood tests were way off of where they should have been. But my vet says the worst news is yet to come, because the x-rays that they took showed that he had a tumor in his abdomen and that he had a smaller tumor on his lung, which of course was suspected to be cancer. So on Friday he went in for an ultrasound. Different vet performed the ultrasound, and she said that he has a tumor the size of a small grapefruit on his liver. How he fits that size of a tumor in his body, I don't know. But apparently it's pushing a lot of his other organs around out of place. But and then she also said that he has a lot of what she called seedlings scattered throughout his abdomen. So basically he has cancer, and it's spreading, and it's gotten to the point where, especially coupled with the fact that he has a heart murmur that's getting worse, there's basically nothing we can do for him except keep him comfortable and help him to enjoy life as much as he can, but not push it. So yeah, we don't know how much time we have with him. Right now he's, other than what I talked about before, he seems to be doing well. He's happy, doesn't seem to be in any pain. Just can't do what he used to do, like a lot of us. But I mean, he really can't do what he used to do. So boundary water trips, or at least trips that involve any portaging, any significant portaging, are definitely out for him now. He can still enjoy canoeing like this. I might be able to take him on a trip where all we do is, like I did last October, and just go in, like on Lake One, and just set up a base camp there and paddle on that. But anything that's going to require any amount of portaging or anything, hill climbing, rock climbing, it's out of the question now for him. So last October's trip, well actually last August trip is probably going to, well, that'll be his last significant trip. He did do a trip with me in October, but again, that was a fairly easy one. We may end up doing another one or two like that. Depends on how long he lives and what happens, what else happens. So he's 13 years old. He turned 13 in January. So he is getting up there in dog years. And, at this point in life, it's often said that their lives are way too short compared to ours. But we've had 13 years with him, and 13 wonderful years. He's been a wonderful companion, and I think he's had a good life doing what he's done. So he's definitely going to be missed. He's definitely going to be missed. I'm going to be taking him on as many canoe trips as I can, or canoe rides as I can, I should say, because he really enjoys them, and as long as he's able. Unfortunately, I can't take him for as long walks as I used to. He just can't handle very long walks, and I have to be careful that he doesn't do too much jumping up or down, onto or off of furniture or whatever. Otherwise, he seems to be fairly happy and content at the moment. Like I said, he's not in any pain or anything, so we're just going to enjoy whatever time we have left with him as much as we can. and me especially. I'm going to spend as much time with him as I can, and just hope that I have a fair amount yet left. So okay, so I mentioned last August Boundary Waters trip, and right now, as I'm speaking on this, I'm not sure when this is going to get published, but currently the first 3 parts, of course, have gone public, and appreciate all the comments, well, all the views, first of all the comments and likes and everything else on those videos. I really appreciate it. Part 4 is set to go public this Friday, the 7th. I've got part 5 completely edited and rendered. I just haven't uploaded it yet, but that will be scheduled for May 15th, Friday, May 15th. I think that's, no, 14th, May 14th. Again, all of them at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And then it looks like it's going to be a 7-part series. So I'm hoping, and I should be able to do this, I should be able to release the next part on May 21st, and then the last one on May 28th. Should be able to do that. Hopefully it works out. So yeah, keep those going, and then hopefully I can keep that pace going too, as far as doing last October's Boundary Waters trip. So not sure, don't know yet how many parts that will be, but as I start editing and everything, I'll figure that all out. So that's where we are. Obviously I'm up in Ely right now. I'm still doing a almost every other week trip to Ely. Although coming up I'm going to have to spend a couple of weeks going out east. I've got to go to Kentucky, help close out my dad's estate finally. And since I'm going to be out there anyway, I'm going to visit with my kids. And so that's going to be a 2-week 2 weeks that I'm not going to be able to spend in Ely. I'm hoping the last week of May into June, starting on Memorial Day, I'll be able to spend that week up here in Ely. Then the week after that is when my wife has her hip surgery, so hip replacement. So from there on, I'm figuring the whole month of June at least is going to be spent back in Rochester, because you know, taking care of her needs. So yeah, that's where things stand right now. So just a quick update. So thanks for tuning in and joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. Maybe Muck's out.